What y'all on, man? Get a little episode going. Let me get to my location real quick. Snax home. Back with another one. Hey, let's get it going. Cheyenne, what's good with it? One boy, yeah. Steph will be all right. He'll be all right. You know, he been battling these ankle injuries his whole damn career, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He might be out. He might be out for a week or so. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's all good, man. Ain't no thing with a chicken wing on a motherfucking string. Man, I hate it too, man. I just hate them injuries in general, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me jump in the load real quick. Yeah. Snax on Sportz, man. I'm back with another one on their ass, man. We finna get into this. This Niners Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of week 6 recap. You know what I'm saying? And talk about this Warriors law. When do they play Boston? Because I hope he there for Boston too, because they're gonna be trying to make a hole. They're gonna be trying to make noise about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown gonna get revenge against Steve Kerr because he didn't play him in a couple games in the Olympics and all that bullshit. It's like, bro, they won the gold, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like you niggas complain about every motherfucking thing. Niggas win and y'all still mad. They won the fucking gold. November 6th. Okay. November 6th. What is it? It's people dying in the world where you pray and carry play. November 6th. So that'll be what? That's like a week. That's like a week and a half or some shit. What's today? The 26th, 27th? My boy, Mr. Boniper from India, man. Shout out to all my people in India, man, for tapping in and tuning in. And you understand me? Snax on Sportz. We finna get it in. You know what I mean? We finna let y'all know how we do out here in the USA, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to this sports, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, let me get into it, man. Let me go over here. I want to park over here, you know what I'm saying? Because I was over there, but I want to park over here, you dig? Yeah. Okay. Man, much support. Well, I support you, man. Off the top. Y'all niggas be coming with the trolling questions. This nigga said, do you like pizza dough or dildo? These niggas is fucking idiots, man. Nigga said he loved the deal. Hey, fuck y'all. Hey, man, let's get into it, man. Y'all get me off track. Shout out my boy Cheyenne, though, always tapping in. So, y'all see it. You already see it, man. You already know what time it is. You understand me? Bang, bang, Niner, motherfucking game. Cowboys is easy work, man. That's easy work, man. We not even much tripping on the Cowboys. I ain't even gonna stunt. You feel me? We not even much tripping off the Cowboys, bro. That's easy work. We already knew we was gonna beat them. So, you understand me? We ain't even much worried about that. Right on, Tommy. Right on. Good looking out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. It's all fun and games, trolling. It's all good. I welcome it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing too personal or, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. This ain't nothing but the internet, man. You know what I'm talking about? Cheyenne, you didn't watch it? Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to watch. I had to watch just because, it's Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Rock Pops. Where I'm at, I'm in the Bay Area, California. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in East Palo Alto, California, murder capital in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? We done moved past all that, though. We got Facebook and Instagram right over there now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm right here in that good Bay Area. You know what I'm talking about? Yay area! Oh, you in the Bay, Florida? Yeah, I heard it's a bay out there in Florida. Damn, I mean, yeah, I've been to Florida. You know what I'm saying? One time I've been to Orlando and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was when I was growing up playing basketball. We took a little trip out there because we had a tournament out there and shit. And so we traveled to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? To go whoop some ass out there, you know what I'm saying? Because we was whooping all the ass out here in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Niner gang, man. So let's get into it. Tonight the Niners went on ahead and bopped the Dallas Cowboys on top of the head. You understand me? Oh, y'all ain't got legal weed yet? Man, hey, y'all got to come on in. But y'all ain't got state taxes, though, right? Florida ain't got state taxes. We got two. They tax us like a motherfucker in California. I mean, damn, half my money go to fucking taxes and shit. You understand me? So y'all may not got legal weed, but y'all ain't got no state income tax. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah. I didn't even watch a single NFL game this season since my team choked 2 Super Bowls, and I can't stand it. Taylor Swift, yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? The Taylor Swift thing, I feel you on that, Cheyenne. You know what I'm saying? They wore that shit out. But everything else is like, it is what it is. It's Patrick Mahomes, man. And even though I felt like we more beat ourselves than got beat by the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, at the end of the day, it is Patrick Mahomes. So, you know what I mean? Ain't no shame in losing to Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean it's okay. Like, I'm not one of these motherfuckers that's just like, oh, yeah, it ain't no shame in losing to him. So, yeah, it's okay. You give it a good try. No, we should have won. But at the end of the day, it is still Patrick Mahomes. But I feel I'm just a sports enthusiast. So whenever it's sports on, and especially now, this time of year right now, October is probably one of the best months for sports all year. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the beginning of the NBA season, you got NFL in full swing, you got hockey at the beginning of their season, you got the October Classic, the World Series. You know what I'm saying? You got college football is right in the thick of it. College basketball coming back. So you got all of the sports that we fuck with popping off all at one time. So, yeah, Anytime it's sports on and I ain't out doing some other shit, and it's a game that I'm interested in watching, then yeah, I'm gonna watch. But yeah, the Niners went on ahead and bopped the Cowboys on top of the head. The Niners, with that win, they go to 4-4. The Cowboys coming off a bye, they dropped to 3-4. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what can I really say about the game, man? It was a cool game. It wasn't, too exciting or nothing like that, but it picked up for us in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? We started out sluggish. The Niners not being able to punch the ball in the end zone. That's been our issue this whole year. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to punch the ball in the end zone and settling for field goals and shit, and injuries. This has been our motherfucking issue. Patrick Mahomes be switching his hips on the field more than his wife to the... Man, listen. Patrick Mahomes is fruity in the booty, man. Hey, that's all I can say, dog. You know what I mean? Everybody know that boy is fruity in the booty, man. That boy be out there switching, going like this, you know what I'm saying? Doing all this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who Gulf Coast RC asked, am I P. Diddy? No, I ain't P. Diddy, but Patrick Mahomes might be looking for him. You understand me? Nah, though. With the Niners Cowboys, it's a rivalry game. You know what I mean? It's bragging rights. So even here in the Bay Area where I grew up at, a lot of my homies is Niners fans, obviously, but a lot of my homies is Cowboys fans. Cowboys fans is all over everywhere. Them motherfuckers is everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying? It's bragging rights anytime we play the Cowboys and win, and we done beat them like 5 times in a row or some shit like that now, including the playoffs. So right now we just got their number. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brock Purdy had a good game. He played well. Kittle has probably been the best tight end in the league this year. I want to say. I can't say that for sure, because a lot of the tight ends around the league I don't really know of that much. It ain't really a big like their names aren't as popular as like a Travis Kelce or a George Kittle. So it may be some other tight ends that are performing better than Kittle, and I just don't know about it or haven't realized it because I don't really, pay attention to other teams' tight ends like that unless they just pop out at me, you know what I'm saying, when I watch, or unless they're being mentioned. And I watch the 49ers all the time. But for me, it just feels like George Kittle has been playing some of the best football of his career this year, and he's been one of the best, if not the best, tight end in the league this year. So yeah, he played well. He had a touchdown, like 6 or 7 catches, over 120 yards, 130 yards, something like that. Like I said, Brock Purdy played well. We got a lot of injuries right now, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but our team was so deep that, our injuries were being able to kind of get past them a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we still got Debo out there. He be in and out. So, you know what I'm saying? Debo, he'll get, he be in and out the lineup. You know what I mean? He'll get hurt in game. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, oh, he's done for the game. And then the motherfucker will come back or some shit. But Debo played okay, too. He didn't have, like, a super explosive Debo Samuel type game. But he did some things. But, yeah, they still got Debo. Ricky Pearsall, or 50 Pearsall, as I call him. Many men. Many men wish death upon my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? So I call Ricky Pearsall 50 Pearsall for surviving them shots, man. You understand me? So Ricky Pearsall had a nice little reverse run. You know what I'm saying? He done his thing. And then our running back Mason got hurt, but he been playing well in replace of Christian McCaffrey. Or as a fill-in for Christian McCaffrey, I should say. And then what else? Our defense is okay. I mean, our defense has been better in the past. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like our secondary is much better, though, now than it has been in years past. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give our secondary some credit. The Yamador Lenore, you know what I mean? And Travarius Ward seemed like the last couple games he's playing a little bit better. He's kind of getting back into the form that he was, you know, a year ago or whatnot. Because them first few games, I mean, he was looking god awful. You know what I'm saying? And then Mustafa, the rookie, he's playing well. You know what I mean? So the secondary been kind of holding their own a little bit. Our front seven is usually where our defense, you know, makes their hay at. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like they've been a little softer this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Teams have been able to run on us a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they've been able to get through that first level and get to the second level and possibly that third level before, you know, before running backs is being brought down. And, you know what I'm saying? Bosa. Bosa's not getting a whole bunch of sacks, but the football aficionados are saying that Bosa is still playing well. So I'll take them at their word for that. But for me, in my way of thinking, you being the highest paid defensive player of all time, they paying you to get the quarterback on the ground, brother. They ain't just paying you for quarterback pressures and quarterback rushes and how many times you know, whatever all that other shit is, you know what I'm saying? Now, I understand quarterback pressures and all that. It still does help because you can speed the offense up, speed the quarterback up, and potentially force him to make a mistake if you know, the defense is they able to get to him but not bring him down. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But still, I would like to see Bosa get to the quarterback a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Fred Warner, them first 4 weeks, he looked like the best defensive player in the fucking league and shit. You know what I'm saying? He came back down to earth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Fred Warner is one of the best, if not the best linebacker in the league. So, you know, we all know what he is. So yeah. And then who else am I missing that's playing well right now? Juszczyk, our fullback, he always do his thing. You know, he always just solid. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, man. But just like I told one of my homies, man, on Facebook, one of my big homies from my city, East Palato, that's a Cowboys fan. It's like, man, it's not even fun beating up on y'all no more. I can't even talk shit, you know, like that no more how I want to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we beat y'all so many times in a row. It's like it ain't even fun no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't even know. I done ran out of funny shit to say. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers about the Cowboys, you know, so, hey. But it was a good win for us. We needed to win. What to me, it wasn't a must win. I talked about that on one of my last episodes that I did a couple of days ago. When I talked about, I said, even this week against the Cowboys, it's not a must win. It's not. The reason why I said that is because if we would have lost tonight, that would have put us at 3-5. There's a couple years in the past 2 or 3 years. So last year we were the number 1 seed all the way through, basically all the way through. And then in 2019, we were the number 1 seed all the way through. And those are both the years that we made it to the Super Bowl. But in between those years, there was one bad year because of injuries. And then there were 2 more years where we made deep runs. We didn't have like the greatest regular seasons, but it goes to my point of what I'm saying. One year we started out 3-5 and went all the way. That was the year that the Rams won. That we lost to the Rams in the NFC Championship game. And that's the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl and beat the Bengals. I think that was what, 22? Yeah. I think that was 22, either 21 or 22. But that year, I think that was 21. That year, we went, we started 3-5. We started out the year 3-5. And I believe we only lost one more game that year until the NFC Championship game. We should have won that one. Niners suck. Hey, it's all good. That's your opinion. But let me ask you, who your team? Who your team? If you're going to say the Niners suck, you got to let me know who your team is. Because, see, a lot of motherfuckers want to come on here talking about this team suck, that team suck, and they fucking root for the fucking Indianapolis Colts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the Chiefs, okay. Big up to you, big dog. I ain't got shit to say. Hey, do your thing. I'm not, hey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the Cowboys, well, I still ain't got nothing to say. What else you want me to say? We've been kicking y'all motherfucking ass for 3-4 years straight now. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you want me to say? I have nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all easy work, man. You understand me? You easy work, man. Dak Prescott, whack Prescott. You understand me? The $60 million man. Y'all paying that man $60 million for that? And me, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I ain't got nothing personally against that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, y'all paying that man $60 million, and he ain't giving you nothing. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all damn near ain't gonna make the playoffs this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's. So I'll say this: I can understand as a Cowboys fan the frustration and why you would say that Dak is ass. I feel it. I hear it from a lot of Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, damn. That paycheck say otherwise, man. You understand me? Nah, I would just say this. As just being just like honest, you know what I mean? All jokes aside, Dak is not a bad quarterback. He is a good quarterback. Okay? It's just that he's not. I mean, the guy was an MVP candidate last year. So, he was a literal MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? It was him, Lamar Jackson, and Brock Purdy that were the 3 finalists, you know what I'm saying, to win the MVP. So Dak played extremely well last year was one of the best years that he had. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when it get to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? But it don't be just him. Yeah, it be him, but it's like the whole team be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And so I just look at it like, man, because the team, this has been happening to the Cowboys since before Dak Prescott. It's just that in this Dak Prescott era, they didn't had a lot of talented teams that people would expect to make a little bit more noise than what they've made. You know what I'm saying? And even before that, in the Tony Romo era, you know what I'm saying? They had some Dallas Cowboys always they stay talent. They keep talent. You know what I'm saying? They stay with a talented team. But for whatever reason, man, it's like they can't put it together when they needed to put it together. Micah Parsons be running his mouth way. Man, yeah. Micah Parsons. See, I'm not even going front. As a Niners fan, obviously we hate the Cowboys. But I'm going to tell you 3 things that I liked about this era of the Cowboys. I like Jerry Jones. I don't know what it is about Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? I think, I just like to hear him talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always like to hear elders talk, you know what I'm saying, and give game. Just the way they talk, it's just a wealth of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's his accent, you know what I mean, and all that, but I just think he a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? So I like Jerry Jones. I like Dak Prescott, not as like my favorite player or nothing like that, but I ain't got nothing against him or nothing like that. And I always liked Zeke Elliott. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know he ain't the Zeke of old, but you know what I'm saying? I always liked Zeke Elliott. Micah Parsons, that dude talk way too much. Like, bro, he's another one. He's the Dak Prescott of the defense. He'll do all this shit in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, he ain't nowhere to be found. You can't find him in. You did? So I'm talking about, like, his stat sheet be empty. No quarterback rushes, no quarterback pressures, no sacks, the 1 tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shannon Sharp said something funny last year when we beat them, or who? No, they didn't know. We beat them the previous year. The previous 2 years, we ended the season in the playoffs. But last year they lost to I forgot who they lost to, but I think it was the Packers. But he was like, man, it's like Brett didn't even play. I mean, he registered no stats on the motherfucking, you understand me, stat sheet. It's just like he was a ghost out there. You understand me? But the way they talk about him, you know what I'm saying? They talk about that man like he the next coming of motherfucking Reggie White and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I would say Dak needs a run game. Yep. If he had a run game, I think he would be a little bit, I mean, he's had good years. I just think in order for them to get over that hump, to be honest with you, bro, it just feel like, bro, when it get to the playoffs, they choke. Dak MVP over McCaffrey. No. I'm not saying Dak is like an MVP player over McCaffrey. I was just saying, I don't know if that's what you asked, but I was just saying that because McCaffrey won the Offensive Player of the Year award, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't an MVP finalist. You know what I'm saying? I know they saying, okay, they starting to call the MVP the quarterback award. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Christian McCaffrey should have been an MVP finalist last year. Maybe, okay, I understand if you want to give it to a quarterback, because quarterback is the most important position in the game, and it might be the most important position in sports, man. Like, if you don't have a quarterback, you can't do shit, bro. Look at the Washington Commanders, bro. Look how the fuck they look right now, man. Just because all it is they got a good quarterback. He a rookie, but he's good. You feel me? So, you got to have a quarterback. But I forgot what the fuck I was saying, or why the fuck I was saying that. But yeah, that was gonna be on Jerry Jones. Yeah, I mean, Dak beats up on bad teams and then loses to good ones. Yep, I agree. Dak beats up on bad teams and loses to the good ones, and that's your typical, above average to good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna beat up on the good teams. You know what I'm saying? But look, that was if to use a basketball analogy, that was the Golden State Warriors last year. They were a slightly above average to good team. They would beat up on all the bad teams. You know what I'm saying? But anytime they played anybody that was considered a contender, they couldn't beat them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so they might have won 1 or 2 games against one of the motherfuckers, but for the most part, that was the story of the Warriors last year. So, yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? That's like the Peyton Manning effect. You know what I mean? It's just some motherfuckers got it, some motherfuckers no. Some motherfuckers is average throughout the regular season and then get to the motherfucking playoffs and they turn into, look at Jimmy Butler, look at Jimmy Buckets for the Heat in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll make an all-star game or something like that, but you know what I mean? It won't be like he's an MVP candidate or nothing. And then when the playoffs start, he turned into a fucking MVP candidate. This motherfucker turned into Michael Jordan. You feel me? So some players is just cut like that. Tom Brady was like that. You know what I mean? Earlier in his career, he didn't have to have a whole bunch of stats and all that. It was a little bit different at that time. He did start his career in 2000, but you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't so offensive biased and based as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early 2000s, but so yeah, the stats is gonna be a little like lower back then than what they is now, but still, you know what I'm saying? He would just play normal, you know what I'm saying, throughout the game, and then if it was a close game and they needed to win, he would go win the game. Same thing with the, you know what I mean, when it came to big games. You know what I'm saying? He would play normal to regular, you know what I mean? They would win the games, but when the lights came on, you know what I'm saying, and got bright, and the bigger the game, the better he played. You know what I'm saying? So some motherfuckers is just like that. And some motherfuckers is the reverse. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But Dak, hey man, just gotta get over that hump, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta. I'm glad he ain't getting over it over us. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what the Cowboys is 3-4? Yeah, they gotta. You know, the only team they gotta really worry about in their division. You know what I'm saying? Is well, okay, they got 2 teams. I'm tripping. So yeah, they got the Eagles to worry about, and they got the motherfucking. I keep wanting to say Redskins, but they got the Commanders. The Commanders is they serious this year. Dak beats up on bad team. I watched him play every game. I can't name one game in his career where we won because of him. Yeah, you know, I would say the blowouts. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about like a close game, now I will say that in the game tonight, because see, a lot of stuff is perception. You know what I'm saying? And we forget a lot of things that have happened because of perception. In the game tonight, when they was making that little comeback towards the end of the game, once the Cowboys got the ball on that last drive to try to go down there and steal the game before the drive started. Y'all know how, you know, they'll do like stats and all that shit. They'll bring up a stat about, you know, whatever. So they brought up a stat about Dak Prescott, and they said that he had 23 game-winning drives in his career. You know what I'm saying? So, a game-winning drive consists of, I guess, the final 5 minutes or something, and you got the ball, and you go down there and either score a touchdown or a field goal to win the game. I believe that's what the game-winning drive consists of. So it said he had 23 in his career. I was like, I hope I read that stat right, because I seen that that's what it said, but I kind of just glanced at the TV and kind of like looked away and kind of went back because I was in and out the bathroom at the time. And I didn't read the whole text, but I seen it said something about Dak Prescott and 23 game-winning drives. So hopefully that's what it said. I believe that's what it said. And if that's the case, most of them all of them are probably regular season. You know what I mean? Week 3, week 4s, week 5 games, or whatever week against bad teams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it's a hype stat. What you mean by that? What you mean it's a hype stat? They watching us Commanders, bro. We making the NFC interesting with the line. Hey, listen, man. Pick, sell, paint. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm loving watching the Commanders right now. Like, that's what I love about sports, bro. I love for a team to jump out on the scene unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the first couple weeks, I ain't tripping off the Commanders, you know what I'm saying? And then Jada Daniels start making noise. So then I'm like, okay, I got to pay attention to this young brother. And then they just kept going. They all just keep going. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like motherfuckers coming, you know what I'm saying? Just, coming up out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And surprising motherfuckers. So, yeah. Yeah, I think him. He is a rookie. We got to give him a little bit more time. You know what I'm saying? The thing I kind of worry about with him right now, you know what I mean, is injuries, you know what I mean? Because he do seem to be, a little frail, you know what I'm saying? But he do seem like him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seem like y'all got one of them ones. And if so, that'll be 2 years in a row where we have a rookie quarterback that kind of come on the scene and do their thing and surprise motherfuckers and take a team that everybody thought was going to be trash and actually make them good. CJ Stroud did it last year with the Texans. And then look at the Texans this year. They 6-2? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, y'all got something with that. I'm excited to keep watching the Commanders. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Gotta, like I said, and like you said, you know what I mean? He just might be him. We don't want to crown him yet. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, he only, he ain't even played a full NFL season yet. You know what I mean? And we seen how it went with RG3. You know what I'm saying? RG3 had that rookie of the year and he was, and then now we, a lot of people want to say it was, that Haloti Nada injury. Ever since then, he wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the reason is, you know what I mean? It didn't. His career, he had a decent career. You know what I'm saying? But his career didn't go the way that it looked like it was going to go. Like from his rookie year. His rookie year, he was like damn near like Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like RG3 was, you know what I'm saying? But I like the Commanders. So yeah, but speaking of that, though, let me get to a couple other games because you know what I'm saying. The Niners Cowboys, it is what it is. Like I said, we whipped up on them. I expected us to do that. I wouldn't have been surprised if we would have lost though, because the way the season been going for us, we've been up and down, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck Niners team gonna show up. I just don't, man. So right now we got the win, and we go into a bye, man. We got 9 games left in the season. Hopefully, I'm hoping these last 9 games, man, we could at least go like 6-3. You understand me? If we could go 6-3, you know what I mean, these last 9 games at the least, you know what I mean, that'll give us, we'll be 10-7. You know what I'm saying? I'll take 10-7. You know what I'm saying? After starting the season 3-4, if you end up 10-7, I'll take that. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can go 6-3, 7-2. You know what I'm saying? Get on a little run. You understand me? And head to the playoffs with some momentum and all that. You know what I mean? But yeah. But that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that I didn't feel like that this Niners Cowboys game was a must win because I'm not saying that it would have happened, but once you see an athlete, a team, and that team is still basically together with the same pieces, same coach and all that, once you see a team do something, You know what I'm saying? Then you know they can do it again. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, not guaranteed you'll have it. But I seen the Niners start 3-5 and then go to the NFC Championship. Start 3-4 and then go to the NFC Championship. So if we would have lost tonight's game, it wouldn't have been good for us. You know what I mean? Especially with how the Cowboys been looking, you know what I'm saying? But it still wouldn't have been like our season is over. All we got to do is win our division. You know what I'm saying? We still are the favorites. The Niners are favorites in every game they play going forward. You know what I'm saying? They are favored to win. And so they're favored to win the division still too. So we'll see how it go. That favorite shit don't matter. You know what I mean? No matter how they play, but we'll see how the shit go. You need. But I want to get to some other games as well. You know what I'm saying? And recap week 8. Let's see here. Bam. Let's see here. Bam. So I'll recap some of this shit, man. You feel me? Okay, yeah. So Thursday night, the Rams beat the Vikings, right? So the Vikings is on a little 2-game losing streak. You know what I'm saying? But the Vikings play the Colts coming up. And it's any given Sunday. Ain't no guarantee for nothing, but I think they'll beat the Colts and get back on track. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with Aaron Rodgers? He's older. See, this is the thing, bro. Like, every once in a while, and once in a lifetime, there comes these players. Or a player, you know what I'm saying, that inspires others, you know what I mean, inspires everybody, but inspires other players and athletes, you know what I'm saying, to want to be like them, you know what I'm saying, and fucking Aaron Rodgers, this is Tom Brady's fault. That's what's going on with Aaron Rodgers right now. Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion, won 7 Super Bowls. That's just ridiculous to even say that. 7 fucking Super Bowls. That's just fucking crazy. Been to 10 Super Bowls. That's just fucking ridiculous, bro. Went to Tampa Bay, left his Hall of Fame coach, and won a fucking Super Bowl with Tampa Bay at fucking 42 years old and shit. 42, 43, whatever the fuck he was, 41. Now that make everybody else think that they can do the same thing. It don't work like that, fam. Tom Brady. Now, Aaron Rodgers is all-time great quarterback. He ain't Tom Brady, though. Now, you let the media tell it. You let ESPN tell it. Oh, he's the greatest. Like, they say all of this shit. I had to hear this shit Tom Brady's whole fucking career since Aaron Rodgers came on the scene. Oh, the greatest thrower, and before Patrick Mahomes' ascension. Oh, the greatest thrower of the football I've ever seen. Yeah, Tom Brady is the most Tom Brady is the most accomplished, but Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. That's cap. Tom Brady is the better quarterback, the better every fucking thing when it comes to football than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is all-time great. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, bro, like, stop it, bro. Just stop. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Oh, it looks so pretty the way he throws. Okay, well, why you don't do it in the playoffs? Why you don't throw that pretty ball in the playoffs? That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck how pretty your ball look, man. Win the fucking game. Tom Brady win. You know what I'm saying? I'm about winning. Everybody know that. If you watch any of my motherfucking episodes, you know I'm about winning. You know what I'm saying? That's why I despise LeBron James, because he's a fucking cheater. You know what I'm saying? And he manufactured and trick motherfuckers into trying to like thinking he the GOAT. He ain't nowhere near the fucking GOAT. Him himself too. I understand he is an all-time great player, but they trying to talk about this, that, blah, blah, blah. You ain't, come on, man. Michael Jordan, get the fuck out of here. You ain't nowhere near better than motherfucking Michael Jordan. But then everybody want to say, oh, he's the second great. He ain't even the second greatest, bro. I ain't got him in my top 5. I got him top 10, but I ain't even got that motherfucker in my top 5. But what I'm saying is it's the same thing when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, man. I call Aaron Rodgers the LeBron James of the NFL. Just look what happened. Look, everywhere he go, he getting coaches fired. It's other motherfuckers' fault. The Jets have gave him every fucking thing that he want, done everything that he wanted him to do, that he wanted them to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is the way you want it. Everything. So ain't no motherfucking excuses, man. You understand me? But what's going on is that this is Tom Brady's fault, because now you got these quarterbacks that are going to think that, and I ain't got no problem with it, play as long as you want to play. But I'm saying you got these quarterbacks now that's going to think that they're going to be able to play until they 43, 44, 45, whatever the situation may be. You understand me? And be successful, though. It's not going to happen. So what's going on with Aaron Rodgers right now is he's just old. He's just old. That's all. He's not the same quarterback that he was. You can look at it and see. Like, he's not, he don't got the mobility no more. He's not agile like that. He can still throw the football. You know what I'm saying? He can still, you know what I mean? He's not trash. I'm not saying he's trash, you know what I'm saying? But he's not the same quarterback, you know what I'm saying, that he was. So, I mean, you can watch the games and see. So that's what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. He's just not the same. You feel me? But yeah. So the Rams beat the Vikings on Thursday night. The Vikings, you know, they on a little 2-game losing skid right now, but I think they'll get back right next week when they play against the Colts. The Rams, they ain't all that. They just, you know, they can surprise you though, because Matt Stafford can spin it, you know what I mean? And Puka Nacua is healthy now, and I don't know what's going on with Cooper Rush and when he gonna be back and all that, but you know what I mean? They okay, but they ain't, you know. So okay, now today, the Cleveland Browns, all of a sudden Deshaun Watson don't play, and they could get a win. And not only can they get a win, they got a win against the Baltimore Ravens, the team that everybody want to say is this, you know, all this and all that. Like, I be hearing these, like, I love Lamar Jackson. He's my favorite player to watch. But I just got to call it how I see it, man. He's another one. He don't get it done when it's time to get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, you got to get it done when it matters, bro. I understand you MVPs and, you know what I mean, you can do all these spectacular plays and this and that. Like, Lamar Jackson is super dynamic. He's a great player. You know what I'm saying? But you got to beat Patrick Mahomes, man. You got to get to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get to a point to where you winning some of these big time games, you know, in the playoffs, and you able to at least get to a fucking Super Bowl. Joe Burrow at least got to a damn Super Bowl. Big win for our Niners. Yes, sir. Let's go. Santa Clara fella, off the top. Big win. Now we go into the bye. We go into our bye feeling good. You know what I mean? We know we ain't, you know, the season ain't went, you know, as expected, you know, 4-4. We should be 6-2 right now. We should just be 6-2. I'm sorry. And I understand you are what your record says you are and all that other shit, but we should not have lost to the Cardinals. We should have not lost to the Rams. We should be 6-2 right now. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We still at a good spot. We can still win our division, and that's all that matters. So yeah, that was a good win. We, you know, I expected us to win that. You feel me? In the fourth quarter, the Ravens' problem is their defense. They be giving up 2 touchdowns per game in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Okay, I see what you. So you saying, like, when the they'll be playing well, and then when it gets late, you know what I'm saying? And I understand that, but if you go, I mean, listen, go back to that game, the AFC Championship game, just this past year against the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, like the Ravens was, because I heard somebody else say this. The Ravens was averaging, they averaged like almost what? Like 30 points last year. You know what I'm saying? And then in the AFC Championship game, they put up like 10 or 11 or 12. Let me see. 2023 AFC Championship game. Okay. What? Oh, these motherfuckers. 4. They scored 10 points. The Chiefs won the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl. They won 17-10. All they had to do was score 11 points to win the AFC Championship game. The Baltimore Ravens scored 10 points. I'm sorry, that ain't on the defense right there, big dog. the defense held the Kansas City Chiefs to 17 points. This is Patrick Mahomes. They held him to 17 points. You're supposed to win that game. After the season that he had, MVP and all that shit, like, nah, I can't put that one on the defense. I understand, you know, that the defense be fucking up. I'm not saying it takes a team to lose, just like it takes a team to win. So I'm not saying you right, Cheyenne. The defense do be fucking up, but I mean, come on, man, 10 points. I'm looking at it right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the shit right here, big dog. You know, 2023 AFC Championship game, January 28th, 2024, Kansas City Chiefs 17, Baltimore Ravens 10. And then you can see what happened by quarter. Okay? It was 7-7 after the first. Then it was the dog. The Kansas City Chiefs didn't even score in the second half, bro. They only needed one half to win the fucking game. So, like, yeah, nah, that's to me, that's more of a choke job. And I love Lamar Jackson, bro. I love him. But I'm a sports fan that calls it how I see it, dog. I call it how I see it, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So just because I like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean I'm finna just be like, oh, yeah, well, it was the defense. Nah, 10 points tell me it was the offense. You understand me? The AFCCG was the only game I blamed the Ravens offense. Like, now they suddenly can't run the ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I was rooting like shit for the fucking Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to fucking slay the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, but whatever. They won the game. I'm like, fuck, we got to play this nigga again. But I just knew the Niners was going to win it. I'm like, we going to get this nigga this time. We going to get this nigga this time. We almost had him, man. We almost had this little gay ass. You feel me? But yeah, so let me see what was Lamar Jackson's numbers in that game. Lamar Jackson was 20 of 37 for 272 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So his completion percentage wasn't there. He threw the ball 37 times. He only completed 20. You know what I mean? That's close to 50%, which is not good. It's a little bit above 50%, but you're supposed to complete more passes than that, especially nowadays. I mean, the NFL, they want you to score points and shit. They want you to get yards. So if you can't do it and shit, all you got to damn near do is just throw the ball up and they gonna call it motherfucking pass interference. So if you can't do that shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you just fuck it up. You understand me? Zay Flowers had a good game, 5 receptions for 115 yards and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson ran it 8 times for 54 yards. Travis Kelce did his thing, 11 catches, 116 yards and a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 30 of 39, 241 yards and a touchdown. You know, he was efficient in the motherfucker. You understand me? So, yeah, the Ravens rushed for 81 yards in that game. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they just, when you look at the numbers, they didn't, like, get totally, like, outplayed. They just fucking choked. And the fucking game was in Baltimore. And the shit was in Baltimore. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, Lamar Jackson, I gotta put that on him, because if they would have won, they would have gave him the fucking credit. So the fact that they lost, like, hey man, hey, come on, man. But the Ravens lost today to the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Famous Jameis. That's a dub. Famous Jameis got the win, you know what I'm talking about? So, you know, it's any given Sunday, bro. We all know, you understand me, that any team can beat any team on any given Sunday. You understand me? So now the Ravens fall to 5-3. The Browns is 2-6. So now they can come down off kissing the Ravens' ass so much, because the only thing I don't like about it is, like I said, I can't stand the Chiefs. I don't have, like, hate for the Chiefs like I do, even though they didn't beat us 2 times in the state. They didn't kept us from winning 2 Super Bowls. I still don't hate them like I hate the Cowboys, or, you know what I mean, or like I hate, or like our rivalry was when, you know, us against the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? You know, a decade ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like those type things. But the Chiefs, okay, they have been talking about the Ravens, and just, you know, they talking about, and I'm like, bro, and they were calling, like, the Ravens like they're playing better than the Chiefs right now. Like, how? The Chiefs are undefeated. Oh, well, it's the style of play. I do not give a fuck, my nigga. If you haven't lost the game, you better. I don't give a damn. And not only that, they undefeated. They're the back-to-back 2-time defending world Super Bowl champions. Okay. They won two in a row. So, and they got the best quarterback in the league. What are we talking about? How are they not the best? Well, Patrick Mahomes. Now, I give you the fact that going into, I believe going into the game today, I think Patrick Mahomes had thrown, not counting today's game, Patrick Mahomes' touchdown to interception ratio this year is 6-8. It's 6-8. You know what I'm saying? And I think he threw 2 more interceptions today. You feel me? But what's happening is, I'm gonna tell you what's happening. I done seen it 2 weeks in a row now. I seen it last week with us when we played the Chiefs, and then the Chiefs today played the Raiders, and the same thing happened. They'll turn Patrick Mahomes over, but then they don't capitalize. They don't get no points. We did that last week. The man gave us a gift, threw us an interception, and we didn't fucking score. Bro, you got to fucking make them pay for the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, then the turnover doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders did that today too. They got a turnover and had the ball first and goal at the fucking 5 and couldn't get in. That's how you lose to the Chiefs. You didn't hurt them when you had the opportunity to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Because I agree, they aren't this year and last year. They aren't like playing like how they was Patrick Mahomes' first 2 or 3 years when he was breaking all them records and throwing 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards and all that shit and winning MVP. Like, nah, they not playing like that right now. But they still playing well enough to win. You know what I'm saying? But they are beatable right now. But for whatever reason, teams just, when they get the opportunity to put the clamps on them, they can't do it. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. If the Chiefs run into a team that take advantage of the mistakes they make, then they're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't, and the teams that they playing right now they're not capitalizing off the mistakes that the Chiefs making. So that's the reason why they 7-0. But my whole thing is, so I understand that it does look like, but to me, I don't give a fuck. Because see, right now the Chiefs, they're a team that where they at right now, they're in the middle of a dynasty. They won 3 and 4 years. That's a dynasty. So my thing is that they're measured by what they do in the playoffs. It ain't about no fucking stats and all that shit with them no more. Like Patrick Mahomes already been there and done that. He done broke records. He done had the most yards thrown in a year. He done threw for 50 touchdowns and damn near no interceptions and completion percentage 70. And he done did all that. MVPs, and he done did all that. Now it's just about continuing to win Super Bowls. So as long as they're winning, now I could see somebody saying the Ravens is better than them if the Chiefs was, 5-2 or something like that, and the Ravens have been playing how they playing but have the same record as well, then okay, then I give them. But I still wouldn't pick the Ravens to win. You know what I'm saying? I would just say, okay, I give you that right now. They're playing better. The Chiefs haven't lost a game, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You haven't lost a game, and you won last year's Super Bowl and the Super Bowl before that, and your quarterback is the best in the league. Nah, you the best, and your coach is one of the best, if not the best, probably top 2 or 3 in the league. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody, a lot of them go, oh, he the best right now, he the best right there. Y'all wasn't saying that before he had Patrick Mahomes. So he was a great coach. Andy Reid has always been a great coach. I'm not saying he wasn't a great coach. He was a great coach. But I'm saying, like, that's what I always say, bro. It's like, coaches get too much blame. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't have the players, it doesn't matter how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Phil Jackson deserves all the credit because neither Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant won championships without him. So obviously he did something, you know what I'm saying? There was something that he brought to the table that was championship pedigree, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the reason why Phil Jackson has 11 rings as a head coach is because he coached Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. That's the reason why. Without those players, he don't got those 11 rings. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So Andy Reid is a great coach, but now he's looked at as, he's an offensive. I mean, they always looked at him as, offensive guru or genius or whatever, but now it's just over the top. He just, when really all it is that he drafted one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. There's something to be said for that. He's seen Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. He recognized his talent and said, I'm going to draft him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he deserves credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But still, bro, he it's because, he got Patrick Mahomes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not taking away no credit from him. I'm just saying, you know, he was a great coach in Philadelphia. They went to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Donovan McNabb is a borderline Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? I would probably, if I had a vote, I would vote Donovan McNabb as a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? He might not get in. He probably ain't gonna get in, but I think he was Hall of Fame worthy because I remember that time. That's at the time when they was doing that thing. That's the time I was on Madden heavy. You could get me on Madden. You know what I mean? I was always on Madden around that time when 03, 04, 05, 06. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them was the years right there. But yeah. So the Ravens, you know what I mean? You know, now they gonna stop kissing their ass so much because you know they just lost to the Browns. But the Ravens will be all right. They'll be all right. You know, you're gonna lose some games, so they'll be all right. But you know, I'm at the point with the Ravens where they gotta prove to me, I gotta actually see them in the Super Bowl or beat the Chiefs in order for me to be like, okay, you know what I mean? I think they're gonna, you know, or as of right now, they're a good team. They're a great team that I see making the playoffs, maybe winning a game or two, you know what I'm saying, depending on where, you know what I mean, and then getting bounced out in the divisional round or the AFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I see. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm wrong, because I also don't have the Chiefs winning it this year. So if I got them getting bounced out, I got them getting bounced out against the Chiefs, but that means the Chiefs gonna go on to the Super Bowl. So that means they're gonna have to lose in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And they've lost one, but they don't lose too many. They've been to 4. You know what I'm saying? And 1-3. The only motherfucker this nigga lost to was Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. That's crazy. You know, so, but yeah. Who we got next? Next we got Dog. What the fuck is up with the Detroit Lions? What the fuck they on? They on some shit. I mean, every week they scoring 40 and 50 points. What the fuck going on? Like, the Detroit Lions, they look like a problem right now. Detroit looks like a motherfucking problem right now. Yeah. So it's a long season though. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times teams can, hey, you want to be playing your best football in December, headed into January. But yeah, right now Detroit is a problem. They on that shit right now. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there, but they just, everything just came together. And once again, like I said in my live a couple of days ago, when I recapped the season all the way so far, because I hadn't done a live yet this NFL season, I'm happy for Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? I like to see Jared Goff having some success. And yeah, nah, man, the Detroit Lions is they on some shit right now, and I like what they got going on. Dan Campbell, they coach. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff, them 2 running backs. They receiver, Hilaire, whatever, Saint. I don't know what the fuck them. I know who he is, but I don't know the motherfucking name. But y'all know Edwards, Claire, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Saint something. Saint this or Saint, I don't know. And then just imagine if like Hutchinson didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? He gone for the year, but one of the best defenders in the league that they have on their team. He's out for the year, and they still blowing motherfuckers out. So the Detroit Lions whooped up on the Tennessee Titans today, 52-14. They didn't score 40 by halftime. Okay, I mean they was straight toying with them niggas. I don't even know what that's about. I don't know. Hey, Detroit, I don't know what y'all on or who the fuck pissed y'all off, but y'all tripping. Yeah, they tripping out in Detroit right now. Straight the fuck up. Yeah, they tripping. You know what I'm saying? They on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let me see. Let me look at the stats for that game. Detroit is 6-1. Detroit is 6-1. You know, they in the catbird seed to get the number 1 seed. You did. Come on, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to look at the fucking stats for the game to see who did what. And my internet ain't cooperating with me. Okay, here it go. And this motherfucker's slow than a bitch. Okay, so after the first quarter, it was 14-7. And then in the second quarter alone, they scored 21 points. So at the half, it was 35-14. Then in the third quarter, they scored another 17. And the Titans didn't score shit. And then in the fourth quarter, it was over. Nobody scored nothing. So, I mean, damn. I mean, goodness fucking gracious. Jared Goff, bro. Jared Goff ain't even had to do shit. Jared Goff was 12 of 15. Now, as far as completion percentage, Jared Goff is off the Richters this year. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff was only 12 of 15 for 85 yards. But he still threw 3 touchdowns. Like, what the fuck? And then there's 2 other players that have passing attempts. I'm assuming the second with this other guy, Hendon Hooker. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's the backup quarterback. But David Montgomery, I believe that's a position player. Yeah, he's a running back. So he threw a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So they out there running trick plays. You know what I'm saying? Like they out there running trick plays. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they toying with motherfuckers. You feel me? They out there toying with motherfuckers. You did. Yeah, Detroit on some other shit. Detroit on some other shit. Let me see. And then as far as receivers, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, no. That's Russian. Jahmyr Gibbs, 11 carries, 127 yards, a touchdown. David Montgomery, 9 carries, 33 yards, touchdown. Receiving. Oh, yeah, St. Brown. That's what I'm talking about. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 catches, 7 yards. Yeah, like nobody had like a big game. Jared Goff fumbled the ball twice. But he fumbled the ball twice, but no, they didn't turn it over. He didn't turn it over. Nobody from the, as far as receivers, like the passing game, they didn't even need it. They didn't even need it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the rushing numbers wasn't crazy either. It was just crazy for one player, Jamar Gibbs. He ran for 127 yards, but he only did it on 11 carries. So that's like 11, 12 yards a carry on average. I didn't even see it right here, and I said that. It's exactly 11.55. That's his average. You understand me? But yeah, so yeah, they just the Lions got me flustered right now, man. Because I mean, we all know they're a good team. I'm not saying like they, not like that, but these motherfuckers is they're playing extremely well. You know what I mean? Like they going to the Super Bowl well. You feel me? Yeah, they had us on the ropes last year in the motherfucking NFC Championship game. So, all right, who we got next? The Texans squeaked out one against the Colts. The Colts got that rookie quarterback, I think he's a second-year quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Is that his name? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Anthony Richardson, I believe is his name. Let me see. Yeah, Anthony Richardson. Yeah, he's not very good, at least not right now. You understand me? I'm not saying he can't be good down the line. You understand me? But right now, he's just he's not very good. He needs to continue to sit and just learn the game. You know what I'm saying? And watch Joe Flacco. And you feel me? Flacco is just even though at his advanced age, you know what I mean? He's just better just because he just knows the game. You know what I'm saying? More than Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson stats god awful. Okay, at least his completion percentage to attempts. I mean, his completions and ratio, his completion to attempts ratio. Okay, he was 10 for 32. I mean, that's just god awful. I don't even think I even seen. I don't even think I ever seen a completion attempt ratio worse than that ever in my damn life. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Maybe Jamarcus Russell maybe might have. I don't know, but that's just bad. Obviously, we know he at least threw one interception, but he didn't have hella. But he threw one. He also threw a touchdown, though, but 10 for 32 for 175 yards. Yeah, he didn't have a good game at all. But they kept him out there. They only lost by 3 points, though. You understand me? Let me see. What does C.J. Stroud do? C.J. Stroud, 25 of 37 for 285 yards and a touchdown. Solid game. And then they also got a solid game from their running back, Joe Mixon. 25 carries for 102 yards. 4 yards a carry. You know what I mean? You getting 4 yards a carry on average, you always gonna move the chains. You know what I mean? You always gonna move the chains. Stephon Diggs had 5 catches for 81 yards. Dalton Schultz, 4 catches, 52 yards. So yeah, they just all around had a solid game, and end up getting the win. So that's dope. All right, who we got next? Because I want to get to my last little segment. You understand me? These Warriors and all that. Come on, man. All right. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers. They squeaked by the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what I mean? Jacksonville is just one of them teams that's they just good enough to barely lose. You understand me? They one of those teams that's just like they almost getting to that point where they could be a good team, because right now they're like their record says they're a bad team. But and you are what your record says you are. But I kind of think they're a little bit better. Like they're 2-6 right now. You know what I'm saying? They probably should be like 4-4. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe at least one game better at 3-5. So they're like an average to below average team. They're not horrible. Their record would say that they're horrible. 2-6. They played 8 games. They've lost 6. But just like today, they only lost about 3 points to the Packers, which is a very good team. Packers are 6-2 now, and they have a very good young quarterback in Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? So, Jags just kind of good enough to just barely lose. Packers get the win. They go to 6-2. You dig? I ain't watched that game or nothing like that. Seen some highlights, but ain't really nothing too much important about that game that I really want to talk about. I think Jordan Love got hurt though, or he went out. I don't think it's nothing serious, but you know what I'm saying? He ended up having to go off the game. I don't know if he ended up coming back, but I know he had went out at one point. So he seemed like somebody we gonna have to monitor him for injuries, because he seemed like he keep getting hurt. You know what I mean? And it's like little knick-knack shit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll monitor that for him and his lack of his softness or lack of hardness. We'll see. Not saying he's soft. I'm not saying he's soft. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it is TBD. Cardinals. Punk ass motherfucking Arizona Cardinals. You know what I mean? Squeak past the Dolphins. And this is what I mean by the quarterback being the most important position in the NFL and in sports. Because the Dolphins look like a totally different team with Tua Tagovailoa. You understand me? They just do. They look actually competent. You know what I'm saying? And like the receivers actually, let me look at the stats. Because I mean, look, you can see. Now, these motherfucking receivers need quarterbacks. They need motherfuckers that can get them the ball. Because it's like Tyreek Hill retired the past 3-4 weeks. I ain't heard shit. Ain't been no big plays. Ain't been no. Why? It's because he didn't have a quarterback to get him the ball. So you got to have a quarterback. You understand me? And it's even more. It's even more. That's even more of a point of like kind of like, I don't even know how I want to say this, but it's even more emphasized. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the fact that Tua is just like he's just a good quarterback. Like he's not like, he's good. You know what I mean? He's really good. You know what I'm saying? But he's not like, if I had to rank him, I would probably put him maybe somewhere in the, I don't know, 7 to 10, 7 to 11 or 12 range. I'm just saying that off the top of my head. I could be overthinking it. I don't really think I might not be able to find 10 quarterbacks better than Tua. You know what I'm saying? So, but maybe I put him somewhere in that 7 to 10 range, because all the quarterbacks I would take before him this is in no order, but except for the first quarterback. But other than that, this is in no order. But Patrick Mahomes, I would take Patrick Mahomes before Tua, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy at 6. The way Jared Goff is playing right now, I would take Jared Goff over him. That's 7. And then I could even say CJ Stroud and even Jaden Daniels, 2 young players. But the only reason why I kind of give it a little bit of a, maybe just a little bit of, I would only give the advantage to Tua when it comes to those two, when it comes to experience. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little bit more experienced, but you know what I mean? I think I like both of them young brothers, man. But yeah, I would kind of say he kind of around that range. You know, you could say Kirk Cousins, I don't know. That's when I think you kind of get to a point to where you know, it's kind of like apples to oranges, whether you're talking about Kirk Cousins and Tua talking about one below, because Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is whack at all, because he's not. But he's just not. He ain't Patrick Mahomes either. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I named pretty much 7. So yeah, I will put Tua in that 7 to 10 range. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's there, you can see how much a quarterback is needed, because without him, they offense didn't even look like an NFL offense. They should look like a fucking high school offense, not even college. That shit was putrid, pathetic. You feel me? Niggas couldn't score shit. And today, they just up and down the field. Let me see. That's why I came over here. I want to look at the stats for the Dolphins. See? Tua, 28 of 38, 234 yards and a touchdown. He did his thing. As far as the running game, 10 carries, 97 yards for Devon. A chain. I don't know. I never heard this guy before. Raheem Mostert had 9 carries. He only rushed for 2 yards a carry. Tyreek Hill looked somewhat competent. He didn't have like a big game, but he had a big game compared to what he'd been having the past 3-4 weeks. 6 catches, 72 yards. You know what I mean? Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 45 yards, but nobody had like a big game. You know what I'm saying? And that may have been why they lost. Now, Tua, I'm looking at it right now. Tua, it says Tua lost 3 fumbles. So, and that means I looked at that stat kind of wrong from earlier when I said about Jared Goff, because he lost 2 fumbles, and I just seen something from this stat line that I didn't look at. He may have lost. I just want to correct myself. Jared Goff may have lost. I don't know. I just could see that he had fumbled it twice, but I didn't see whether they recovered those fumbles or whether they lost those fumbles. I thought I seen that they hadn't lost the fumbles when Jared Goff recovered. But now I didn't see that all the way when I look at this Tua Tagovailoa stat, because it says he fumbled it 3 times, but then it says, okay, lost. Okay, well, he didn't lose it then, because it says 3 fumbles, but it says he didn't lose any. So he fumbled the ball, but they didn't turn it over. But yeah, they didn't play bad. They just ended up, because when I was listening to, I wasn't watching that game, but I was listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And New Mexico, Giovanni, what's good? You know what I mean? What's good with all my people in New Mexico? I was sliding through New Mexico about October? So back in March. I was sliding through New Mexico in March. I had to drive a truck to Texas, you know what I'm saying, from California. And so I had to slide through New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my first time to New Mexico, but it was my first time in hella years. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. But shout out to all my peeps in New Mexico, man. Tapping in and tuning in to the Boy Snax on. You dig? You know what I mean? Hit your boy with the like and subscribe and all that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even be saying that shit. You feel me? I just be doing my motherfucking episodes, man. You dig? But what was I saying? What was I saying? Where was I at? I was here with the Dolphins and the Cardinals. Now the Cardinals won. They squeaked out the win, and now they're 4-4. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Because we should have beat the Cardinals, and now they're above us in the standings because they have the same record as us, but they beat us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure the next time we beat the Cardinals, that we play the Cardinals, that we beat them. You feel me? So that way, we need to assure. But they punk ass squeaked this game out when it sounded like, when I was listening to the game earlier, it sounded like the Dolphins was in control. And then all of a sudden the Cardinals, you know. And let me see. Yeah, that is how it was, because, first quarter, Miami was up 10-0. Then in the second quarter, then at halftime, it was 13-7. And then after that, Arizona won the third quarter 11-7, and then they won the fourth quarter 10-7. So that's how they won by a point. So yeah, man. Arizona is a pain in my black ass right now. I need them to go away, but they will not. So we'll see how it goes with that. But, they ain't finna do nothing. We gonna get their ass on. Arizona, your ass finna go down. What? But mobile quarterbacks, and especially fast quarterbacks like Kyler Murray, always seem to give us a little pressure. You know what I mean? Give us a little trouble and all that. But we had them in the game that we played them. We did what we do best. Choked it away in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. That's what the Niners do. Who we got next? We got I'm gonna turn that back over. Next we got brighten it up on niggas, man. You know what I'm talking about? But next we got the Jets. The Jets lost to the lowly New England Patriots. Now, that's a bad loss right there. That's just a bad loss, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's a bad loss, bro, because Patriots, they're playing a rookie quarterback, Drake May or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? They got a rookie head coach. And the Jets, y'all supposed to be this so-called Super Bowl contending team. All of a sudden, now that y'all got Aaron Rodgers, and it just ain't happening. Y'all 2-6 now, bro. You know what I mean? Devontae ain't helped y'all. Shout out to the hometown hero. You know what I mean? East Palo and all that. But Devontae ain't helping. You understand me? You're 2-6. You got the same record as the fucking Patriots. That's pathetic. That's just unacceptable, dude. You done fired Robert Saleh and acted like it was his fault. Everybody knows it wasn't his fucking fault. He's not the fucking problem. He wasn't the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably made it worse on yourself by doing that. You know what I'm saying? So the Jets are a joke. They're an absolute joke. And there's no excuse and excuses for the great Aaron Rodgers. You feel me? I just, I didn't hear no press conference or nothing like that. I'm gonna go watch that after this or in the morning or whatever, because I know they're gonna be talking about that shit on First Take and all that. And I just, I want to hear who you gonna blame, brother. Hey, Rod, Aaron Rodgers. Who you blaming? Who you blaming now? It ain't there. You're running out of you're running out of people to blame, big dog. You feel me? So, yeah. The Patriots pull it out. Aaron Rodgers was 17 of 28 for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns. He didn't have a bad game. You know what I'm saying? And then rushing wise, they did okay. They rushed for 112 yards between two players. And, Garrett Wilson had 5 catches for 133 yards. For 113 yards. Devontae Adams, 4 catches for 54 yards. Yeah, man. The Jets are just an absolute joke. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew they wasn't gonna do nothing. I just knew that. I never believed in this whole, Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets thing and they is a Super Bowl contender. I never, not one time, thought that. I always looked at that as like KD going to the Nets or like when he went to the Suns. Ain't shit finna happen, bro. I already knew wasn't gonna happen. I already knew. Motherfuckers ain't finna do shit. So, yeah, the Jets, I don't want to hear nothing else about them. You know what I mean? Now, is the season over for them? Are they mathematically out? No, it's not over. You know what I'm saying? They still got shit to play for. You know what I'm saying? They got 9 games left. If somehow they can win all 9, 9 in a row, they'll end the season 11-6. And most likely, that'll definitely be good enough for a wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? Might even be good enough to win the division, depending on what the Bills do. But the Bills is gonna win the division. But I'm just saying, if you end up winning 9 in a row and you end up 11-6, the Bills that's gonna be about what the Bills gonna be. Bills gonna be like probably about 11-6, 12-5. You know what I'm saying? So, but that ain't gonna happen. Obviously, we all know the Jets ain't finna win no damn 9 in a row. So, yeah, they probably done for the year, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not over. They not mathematically out of it, but they might be they might be done for the year. You know what I'm saying? You know, you soon gonna start seeing players kind of like players from that team kind of just caving it in. About to get ready for the holidays, then get ready for the off season, player. You understand me? So yeah, who we got next? But yeah, the Jets is a joke. Jets is a joke. They're gonna continue to get talked about because they're the Jets and they got Aaron Rodgers and it's all this drama around them, surrounding them and all that shit. Like I said, just like LeBron James. And like I said, Aaron Rodgers is the LeBron James of the NFL, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever take no accountability, always blaming somebody else. Motherfuckers is always getting traded and coaches is always getting fired and all these type of moves is always getting made and they always doing whatever this motherfucker want you to do and it don't never fucking work. It don't never work. The Falcons beat the Bucks 31-26. Falcons are now 5-3. The Buccaneers are 4-4. The Bucks are an okay team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm happy for Baker Mayfield that he's found a home. You know what I'm saying? And he could just, play in Tampa Bay for the next few years. He got a good receiving core over there. It's fucked up that Chris Godwin dislocated his ankle and he's out for the year because, at least just stats-wise and numbers-wise, but also how he was playing. He was playing like, one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league and shit. You feel me? And then he got hurt last week, so on some fluke shit way at the end of the game, too. But, it happens. But other than that, I wasn't really watching that game. So, but yeah, the Falcons won. Buccaneers, they're 4-4. They probably gonna end the season somewhere around 8-9, 9-8, something like that. You know what I'm saying? The Falcons seem to be better this year, and it's no secret that they have a serviceable quarterback. You have a serviceable quarterback, you're going to improve. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Who was the Falcons quarterback last year? Mariota or some shit? But, yeah, they got Kirk Cousins now. He's serviceable. He's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He might not be super great, but he's good. He's good enough to help you win some games and maybe get a wild card spot and get bounced to the first round. You know what I'm saying? But who you had before that, you wasn't even gonna make the playoffs. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they 5-3. I don't look at the Falcons as no type of threat to do nothing. They are improved this year. They are a improved team, but I don't see them making no noise. Next, we got the Eagles over the Bengals, 37-17. Philadelphia is now 5-2. The Bengals dropped to 3-5. I'm just kind of disappointed in the Bengals because, they're a team that I see them as a good team. You know what I mean? Because I like Joe Burrow and I like Jamar Chase, but their defense just won't hold up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes their offense can get a little off track too. But for the most part, their defense be letting them down a lot. You feel me? So, and their head coach is from what I hear, you know what I mean, and what I done heard from, just watching and shit. They say his coach is a defensive coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. So, That shit ain't working, brother. Zach, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Next we got the Chargers beat the Saints 26-8. Saints is trash. That first two games, everybody thought that they was, oh my gosh, the Saints. Oh yeah, they're they not nothing, bro. They suck. Shout out to all my family, you know what I'm saying, back in New Orleans, but your Saints suck. And the Chargers, I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying, that they got to win because I always root for Jim Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like Justin Herbert too. So they 4-3 now. And Jim Harbaugh is going to always improve the team, and he's always going to turn the franchise around, turn the program around. He's done it everywhere he's went. San Diego State, then at Stanford, then at the 49ers, then at Michigan. Everywhere he goes, there's improvement. There's championship contention. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I already know he's going to do well. Next, we got the Bills whooped up on the Seahawks 31-10. Bills 6-2, Seahawks 4-4. So the NFC West has 3 4-4 teams: the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Cardinals, and then they have the Rams, which are 3-4. So everybody's, at least record-wise, is even or just about even. The Niners are the best team in that division, though, bro. I'm sorry, bro. We play how we supposed to play. We're the best team in the NFC West, bro. Stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just got to play how they supposed to play consistently, man. All right, next we got, this is a game I wanted to get to, not to talk about it for hella long, but just because of how it ended. Next we got the Washington Commanders pulled out a fucking miracle against the Chicago Bears, but that's what happens when you're playing well. You know what I'm saying? Balls bounce your way. Pause. You feel me? And so, yeah, they won the game on a last minute, the last second Hail Mary heave, some luck shit that Jada Smith dropped back, ran around, had hella time to throw the ball, then launched it into a crowd. It got batted in the air backwards to a dude standing directly in the middle of the end zone and nobody around him. I mean, it was hella players in front of him, but in immediate, in his little circumference, nobody that was around him to prevent him from catching it. He caught the ball, touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Commanders win. It was a crazy play. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. Commanders Hail Mary. Here we go. I know all y'all seen it. If y'all sports fans, y'all seen this. Niggas always got the commercials. Come on, man. Here we go with the fucking bullshit, bro. Right when I'm trying to do this shit, man. This shit been playing, ain't nothing been wrong. Now all of a sudden this one, let me try this one more time. If not, get off this shit, man. Yeah, this shit tripping. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's hurting more now. Comes down to one last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you.
Oh my gosh, bro. These fucking stupid ass fucking internet service that's because I'm not right by the fucking shit. I'm a little far away sitting in my car, so this shit whatever, dude. This motherfucker stupid as fuck, man. Got me out here looking crazy than a son of a bitch. But whatever. As soon as I put the phone back right here, all of a sudden hear this shit going. See, look. Fuck you. For those that haven't seen it,
Yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. The ball is caught! It's a
crazy.
miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going crazy! It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland! He did it! Oh, this one will be paid back over and over again for decades. The ball tipped by Stevenson.
See how there's nobody around him?
Back there all alone, plucks it out of the air for the victory. I know this sounds crazy, but there's a method to the madness here. Everyone goes and jumps to the ball. You always put one guy behind and try and put one in front and have two or three go jump for it. And Daniel's extending this play, and the time allowed everyone to get down there in position to go toward the ball and be in their spots. And what a game, Jim. There are no words.
Streaming football games?
Yeah,
At Xfinity,
so
we know the game's only live once. That's
yeah, man. So that's how that game ended. So it was a crazy finish, you know what I'm saying? That was a crazy ending right there. And but it's like I said, when you playing well, things just seem to go your motherfucking way. You understand me? So yeah, the Redskins won that game like that. The Bears are 4-3. That was a good game, even though it wasn't a whole bunch of scoring. It still was a good game. Caleb Williams seems to be every week. He seems to be getting a little, getting the hang of it a little bit more and a little bit more. You can see, I can now start to see, why. He, got the, was the number one draft and all that. You know what I mean? A lot of the gay jokes is I'm hearing less and less gay jokes now every week. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to shut motherfuckers up at your plate. Even though that is some slight way gay shit, you know what I'm saying, to be painting your nails and all that. But as a man, but, it is what it is. Broncos beat the Panthers. The Broncos are now 5-3. The Panthers are 1-7. They won it 28-14. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not interested in that game at all. Then we got the Chiefs beat the Raiders 27-20. Chiefs still undefeated at 7-0. The Raiders are now 2-6. Had chances to win that game, just like the Niners had chances to beat the Chiefs last week, but teams just can't seem to be able to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at some of the stats from this game. Let's check out some of these stats. After the first quarter, it was 7-7. After the second quarter, at halftime, it was 17-10. Then it was 17-16. That third quarter is when they had the opportunity to do some damage because they got an interception. They either got an interception or a fumble. You know what I'm saying? And they either got an interception or a fumble. And they either got an interception or a fumble. I can't forget which one it was. I think it was an interception. But they had the ball at the 5-yard line. You know what I'm saying? First and goal at the 5, and didn't punch it in. Didn't get no points. You know what I'm saying? Touchdown or field goal. So, and that happened in the third quarter. And I believe if they would have scored a touchdown on that drive right there, they probably would have won the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like I said earlier, teams are not capitalizing on the mistakes that the Kansas City Chiefs make. You know what I'm saying? They're making them make mistakes, but they don't close the deal by scoring the points after they've made the mistake. So, you know, that's what's going on with the Chiefs. And then lastly tonight, I already talked about this game. So I talked about this game at the beginning of this live. So the Cowboys and Niners. Niners beat the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. What was the score? 30-24, I believe. I'm waiting on this shit to load up. I think it was 30-24, but yeah. So yep, now we 4-4. And the Cowboys, yeah, we won 30-24. We 4-4. Cowboys dropped to 3-4. Cowboys suck, per usual. But most of the time they do well in the regular season. It's just the playoffs where they usually suck. But this year they even suck in the fucking regular season. And I am so elated because of it. You know what I mean? Cowgirls. They can't talk no shit. You know what I mean? You can't talk shit to me, Cowgirls, for the next 3-4 years. We done whooped y'all ass 5 years in a row. Okay? So next time you talk shit to me, it need to be 5 years from now. You feel me? But that's about it, man. You know, tomorrow we got a game Monday night. I don't give a fuck about that game. It's the Giants and the Steelers, so what the fuck ever. The Steelers are 5-2. The Giants are 2-5. The Steelers are the better team. I expect the Steelers to win. You know what I'm saying? I like how Russell Wilson played in his first game back from his injury. You know what I mean? Got to start over the young boy, Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But you know, I got my eye on it a little bit. I'll keep my eye on it to see what's happening, but I don't really give a fuck about that game. I'll probably be watching NBA tomorrow night. So yeah, but that's basically. I just want to recap the week 8. You know what I mean, and just give my thoughts on that. Now, lastly, I want to get to this Warriors. You know what I mean? Just because they played tonight and they were playing at the same time as the Niners-Cowboys game, so I was watching both. But yeah, the Warriors took their first loss. They're now 2-1 after looking like fucking coming out like gangbusters in the first 2 games. You know what I'm saying? But to, as they would say, add insult to injury, Stephen Curry went out with an ankle injury. We know he got them ankle problems. You know what I mean? He didn't got past the severe ankle problems that he had early in his career. But, you know, every once in a while, at least once a year, he tweaks his ankle at least once. Nothing serious. You know what I mean? I heard somebody say after the game, after the loss, they lost to the Clippers. I heard somebody say after the game that he told Steve Kerr that it's a mild to mild. He knows by now. You know what I mean? He knows how it feels from him having that injury so many times. You know what I'm saying? He said that it's a mild to moderate injury. You know what I mean? So that tells me, you know what I mean, a week and a half, you know what I mean? Something like that. No more than 2 weeks. And he'll probably be back, which will probably be maybe 3 to 5 games, something like that. We'll see. Or you never know. Hopefully he don't miss no time and he able to just shake it off and you know. But I'm assuming that he'll miss at least a game or two. You know what I mean? He probably missed a back-to-back against the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? So that's who we play next. We got a back-to-back against the New Orleans Pelicans. And but yeah, that's the part that sucks more than the loss. The loss, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just one loss. But the fact that Steph Curry is hurt, you know what I'm saying, is that sucks more than the actual loss. But, you know, it's not that serious. He'll be back. You know what I'm saying? And let me see who did what. Warriors, Clippers, stats. Little doobie, man. Get them out. Let me check the box score, Johnson. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see here. Who did damage for the Clippers? Damn, Derek Jones had 18. Zubats had 23. Norman Powell had 20. James Harden had 23. Like, come on, man. You got 3 motherfuckers that scored 20 points and another one that scored 18. You know what I'm saying? So so now as I'm seeing this, now I'm reminded, because I was trying to think. I'm like, damn, what actually happened in the fucking game? But I'm thinking now, you know what I'm saying? Because I was probably paying attention to the Niners Cowboys game a little bit more than I was paying attention to the Warriors game, but I was still watching it. You know what I'm saying? And from what I seen, it seemed like for whatever reason the defense wasn't there tonight. You know what I'm saying? In their first 2 games, in the Warriors' first 2 games, both of those games, they got off to like slow starts overall, and then finally, and then by the end of the first, you know, they got their bearings under them, and then after that, they took both of those games over on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. But this game, it didn't seem like the defensive intensity was there You know what I mean? They made some runs though because they kept getting down. You know what I'm saying? They kept getting down by 8 or 9, and they would come back and be down by like 1 or 2. Then they would get down by 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11, and then they'd come back and tie it up. You know what I'm saying? And then they get down again. So, but another thing I'm thinking about that sucks about it too is that it was the home opener. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, man, the past few years they just don't play well at home, or they don't win as much as they used to at home. I understand it's not the Oracle, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever reason, man, like the year after we won the championship in 22, that very next year, they couldn't win on the road. They couldn't win on the road at all. The home record was good, but they couldn't win on the road. I think they won like 5 games or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They won some crazy low amount of games on the road. It was the lowest amount that a defending champion had won on a road in NBA history or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the next year, which was last year, they couldn't win at home. You know what I'm saying? They defeated their road woes. You know what I mean? And they was able to get some wins on the road, but at home they kept losing. They was like 500 at home. It's like, you know, if they're 5 to 10 games better at home, because there's 41 home games. So if they were 500, they were about 500. I believe they were like 21 and 20 at home. Instead of going 21 and 20 at home, if they keep the same away record, that was pretty good, you know what I mean? But if they keep the same away record, and instead of going 21 and 20, I'll just say 5 games better. If they go 26 and 15, you know, they're like the 4 seed or something last year instead of the 9th seed. Like, and they actually won 46 games. So if they win 5 more games, that puts them over 50 wins at 51. So just little stuff like that, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it just sucks that first game of the year, the home opener, and the fans don't get rewarded with a win. You know what I'm saying? After playing so great on the road, but it is what it is. Hopefully in their next home game, they can get a win. You know what I mean? But now we got to see what's going to happen with Steph. You know what I mean? How long he out and all that. You know what I'm saying? They probably we'll have some info on that tomorrow, I'm sure. But yeah, tonight's game, it didn't seem like, from what I seen and the bits and pieces I was watching of the game, not bits and pieces, because I seen more than bits and pieces, but, you know, when I had my eyes on the game, you know, from going back and forth to watching the Niners game, it just seemed like the Clippers was able to almost get a little bit of whatever they wanted to get. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Let me look at their schedule. Let me see who they got next. I mean, I know who they got next, but like, when is the game? Oh, it's Wednesday. So, but I still want to see, like, what's their next 5 to 10 games. Not right now. It's asking me, do I want pre-sale tickets and all that? Nah, man, I just want to check these stats. Hurry up, I'm finna get off this live. I've been going on this bit for 2 hours. Andrew Wiggins scores 29 points in Warriors. No, Andrew Wiggins been balling. Buddy Hield's balling. Okay, so no, our next game is Tuesday. It's just on the road. So Tuesday, we play the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans. And then we play them again on Wednesday in New Orleans. So both of the games are in New Orleans. So they got us on a back-to-back like that. And then we play Houston on Saturday. We play Washington next Monday. Oh, then Boston next Wednesday. Hopefully Steph can be back by Boston. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. But if not, whatever. And Cleveland, then OKC, then Dallas. Hey, we play against Clay on November 12th. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. Well, all right, and then we get to get revenge on the Clippers next month on the 18th. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, I just wanted to speak on that a little bit on the Warriors, and just they lost their first game tonight, and they back at it on Tuesday, so we'll see what's up. Get some info on Steph tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll do it like that. I don't really think it's too much more for me to speak on about that game. I just wanted to touch on it a little bit because they played tonight and got their first loss, and mention the fact that Steph got hurt. You know what I'm saying? For those that didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm going though. Snax on Sports, man. I'll be back with another one.